The Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And some room to maneuver, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw, Goff. He's got Gibson on the out route. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ric Flair.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Clears takes it straight ahead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Lions at 4-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, Montgomery. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He stiff arms him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go street. 18, Pioneer.
Pierce now up the middle. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On the ready.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
What's up?
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. 2nd and 5. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell. 52 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 50, it's Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
2 for 1.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Oh, and that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Phillips now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a point, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll go again with Gibbs. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now it's gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Gibson. But he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
14. Hold on. Check. 12.
Gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ric Flair. Turbo.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
12. hold on. Check. DC. What's up?
Now Goff. It's complete to Williams. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position and you flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This defense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
In motion right, that's Dell. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's complete to Dell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And Stroud now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Stroud's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying the left side with Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, Expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Well, they'll go play action here with Stroud. As this complete to Woods. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Caught left side. Here's Dell. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Stroud. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether You keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Value three.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here is 3rd and 5.
14. Hey, lift.
Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Gibbs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did.